All right. Welcome back to more FLA Homes. If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian Clay. Alongside me is one of our real estate experts on the team, the Wesley Chapel King himself. Corey, how are you?
That was pretty good this week. We were in sync on that one.
I think I
I
bring
got
more.
one more.
I think I bring more flavor when I do like I'm like hoisting you up when I do it, man. But talk to us, man. We're in Mirada. We're in the lagoons. Our old Oh, by the way, our old stomping ground. Let me show everybody this real quick. Let me put this on pause. Let me show everybody this.
Oh
Look
man,
at
this one was a flashback. Look at how
look at
youthful those guys
this.
are. Oh my God, young,
Hey,
full of
don't.
ambition. Look at them.
By the way, people, don't email that email. It's not gonna work. But man, this is where it all. This is where it all started, dude. We've been providing
That's
value for
right.
years now, man. This is
For
awesome.
years, we've been working in these lagoons, and you know what? They're still going strong. We're still getting a ton of calls for this community. They're opening up new sections, and we're happy to help families get into this beautiful community.
So, for everybody out there that might not know about the lagoons, some people may be like, I've seen a gazillion videos on the lagoons. Some people may say, what the
Yep.
heck is this? Let's just get a broad stroke of what it is, and then we can press on to the topic that we're talking about today.
Yeah, what you see on your screen here is a 15-acre man-made crystal clear lagoon. Very clean water. It's run by a company that's in another state where they're constantly adding the chemicals, testing the levels to make sure that the water's super clean. You have slides, you have kayaking, swim up bars, floating aqua cabanas. It's really like a resort right inside your community. Imagine having your family over, a family in town, and this is your community pool that you're taking them to. It's literally like going to the beach. And I think that's one of the best parts about this is that you can take your golf cart from your home right here to the lagoon. You got for your whole entire household passes all year round, and you have 25 guest passes for those friends and family that come and stay with you, as opposed to, let's say, driving an hour to Clearwater Beach, sitting in traffic, having to worry about paying 40, 50 bucks for parking for the day. You got this right in your community. You can use it for free all year round. What else the lagoon communities really provide you is that family feel, and they're also going to give you those quality markets right outside of the lagoon. So here we have the Marauda Market, where you're going to see your Publix, your pet store, nail salon, sushi, pizza, kind of that everyday shopping that people are enjoying. In the
Dude, you
section that
remember
we're
you
showing
remember
you
we drove the
today,
golf cart to the Murata Market?
yeah,
Are we
yeah.
supposed to cross that road?
I'm not 100% sure, but it was definitely a good time. We just drove back like it was no big deal. But
Yeah.
you see, people, most of the people here do have street legal golf carts, so in some cases you are allowed to drive over there. But today we're going to show you the DRB section that has just opened up. Remember, this is the company that bought out Biscayne Homes, which is what they were previously, so they still have some of that similar style, similar floor plans. DRB has now tweaked a few things in the homes and with their selling process just compared to Biscayne. But once again, they have these beautiful lagoon front properties, and they're some of the only properties that are actually on the lagoon in this community and within the Epperson Lagoon as well. But it's also, we've shown before a couple of these homes. We actually helped the client buy one of these lagoon front properties. It's going to be more of a high end townhome.
Yeah, I mean
I
they
think this
look
home could.
gorgeous from the outside. I've seen the interiors already. We've helped some people already, but
Oh yeah.
dude, I mean for this product to have that exclusivity to the lagoon is pretty cool. I mean, nobody really
Yeah.
you hear people that say I want lakefront, I want beachfront, I want riverfront, bro. Lagoon front, that's just different.
Completely unique. And there's only a few of these properties available. So when we're talking about buying the best lots or having something that could be easily sold again in the future, you're talking about just one in a couple thousand lots that are going to have these lagoon front views. And if that's not for you, they are building properties on the other side of the site map here where you can still get water views, conservation views. So a ton of really nice views from all the townhome selections you have. Here's kind of the middle section of the community, which I thought was really interesting because it's not on their site map what's going to be there yet. They do have some, it looks like, homes that are going to be there. But
Mm-hmm.
from the information I received, I believe those lots were sold off to Lennar for
Mm,
Lennar Townhomes.
mm,
So just working with us, we get a little bit of insight of what builders are selling lots to other builders, who's picking them up, what kind of product you want. But that definitely helps you in, let's say, where do you want to have your lot in this community? Do you want
sure.
to be facing one of the Lennar townhomes? Do you want to be on the other end where they're not building? Kind of that deeper dive that we go into once someone finds a home site that they like or a floor plan. Hey, let's go check out the lots. Let's see what's being built around your home. Let's see what the schools are going to be like in the future that they're building. A great part about Mirada here is that they are building a double branch town center just 2 miles, maybe not even, down the road from the Mirada community. And this is really going to bring a ton of different lifestyle aspects to the community. We're talking retail, office space, innovation, health and science, and ultimately it's going to increase the uh, job growth in the area over 40%, I believe. And it's also going to bring over 40% increase in tourism and visitors to the area as well. Just a place to shop, having another premier hospital go in that place also. Now we're talking Florida Hospital, Advent Health, Orlando Health, John Hopkins Children's Hospital. Everything is right here in Wesley Chapel. And now San Antonio is growing and blending into that Wesley Chapel area. So still a major hotspot that we're taking a lot of clients into this community. We're in here every week showing homes with multiple different builders. But today I think that you're going to see that the townhome is really for a specific buyer that can use this lifestyle. We're talking about people working in those hospitals that might want to have low maintenance on their lawn, the exterior of their home, where they work long hours, to have this nice view, to have the accessibility to get to a water-like resort beach inside your community with quick access if you do work a lot and you don't want to travel. Second homes for a lot of people that snowbird down here to Florida. Ton of different people can be a buyer of this home. So you'll definitely want to stick around and check out the floor plans because unlike some of the other builders, this builder gives you a ton of standard features that are very high end in your townhome. So you can come in and buy one quickly, or you can design it yourself like a full design studio.
By the way, one of the best design studio agents that we have on the team. You're looking at him right there.
Yeah.
It's the king himself. He's a rock star when it comes to that.
That's it.
The best way to reach us is an email that's floating above, team@morefla.com. But a question that I have for you, Corey, somebody that not only sells a lot
Hmm.
in those communities for us, but you're in there a lot, right? Dare I say you
Yes.
live in one of the lagoons. What
Right down the street.
so Epperson, number one first lagoon in the U.S. in a residential community, and then Mirada a couple years back was like the largest man-made crystal
Hmm.
lagoon. Where is the hype with Mirada versus Epperson right now? Has Epperson kind of blanded out, and Mirada's still kind of in this fireworks stage? Like, where is everything? Update us on that.
Well, Epperson is essentially all sold out. DRB still has a few of those townhomes like you're seeing in here in Epperson as well. I think the main difference that we're seeing from most of the clients that are choosing between Epperson or Mirada is going to be the school district. So San Antonio School District is different from the Wesley Chapel School District, even though the two communities are across the street from each other. We're talking San Antonio Elementary, Pasco Middle, Pasco High School. You can do your own little research on these schools to see like why people are choosing Wesley Chapel over San Antonio. But just for a little bit of information, there is Innovation Prep Academy and Kirkland Ranch K through 8 in high school, two charter schools in the area that you can apply for. There's open enrollment twice a year to get into these schools. And we're there. If you don't know about the charter schools, they are free, but and they are public, but you have to apply to get into them. So if you can get into one of those schools, you're going to be in a great situation because it's about 10 minutes, the Kirkland Ranch from this community, and definitely one of the more favorable schools that we've been seeing in the North Tampa area over here.
Gotcha. And then before we hop into the home tour, lastly is like, okay, what about the action inside of the community, right? Like Mirada,
Yeah.
you and me probably did the best Mirada video known to man, known to man. I love that
That
video,
one
right?
is
It's one of my
epic.
favorites.
Yes, for sure.
I'll link that down below. You guys need to check that out. But
Yeah.
so within the communities, like when it comes to like exclusivity from the
Hmm.
people that live in the community, Epperson versus Mirada, like which lagoon is like the popping one?
I would say the Mirada Lagoon. It's
Okay.
a much larger lagoon just by volume. We're talking 7 acres for Epperson and 15 for Mirada. So over double the size, you're going to get more beachfront, which is going to give you more chairs, just more space to spread out.
Yeah.
I've even noticed from going to Epperson that when it gets busy there, it's pretty packed. Like there's a lot of people and some people like that. It's like a party over here. But it's like we kind of say it's like traffic. You got to know when to go and not to go. There might be some days like when school lets out or it's Memorial Day. It just gets absolutely packed because they are open to the general public. But on a standard day throughout the year, if you're going, let's say in October on a Tuesday, there might be a handful of people at this big, beautiful lagoon. So it's just about knowing your traffic in the community and deciding when you want to go. But I would say Murata has a little bit more of the recreational like kid parks, the green spaces. Each little village, kind of what you call it, has its own little like dog park. You still see some gated sections like Homes by West Bay and Casa Fresca is gated. So there's a little bit of everything in this community. And you can get townhomes as low as $280,000 inside this beautiful lagoon community. So from there all the way up to $1 million homes, we're still seeing a lot of traffic hitting this lagoon area, and actually just in all of Wesley Chapel in the greater North Tampa area.
Okay, great breakdown, by the way. All right,
Okay.
we're looking at an N unit, right? And we always talk about those
Yes.
non-duplicatable lots. I mean, you want to talk about a non-duplicatable lot being on the freaking the lagoon front? Oh, that's crazy. But I
My God,
wonder,
it looks like you're in Turks and Caicos when you're in this house. It's insane.
and we're gonna take a look at that. But I wonder if there's like the best lagoon lot out there, right? Obviously, having one of these N units would probably make the most sense. But I wonder if there's like the best lagoon lot. Something I'd have to take a look at that.
Hey, there's always the best lot, but something that we're always searching for, it kind of is just like primal instinct to make sure I'm looking at that site map. We're going out and checking the lots, which is huge for us too. Even this weekend, we were looking at a site map the builder had, and it had a little skinny stretch of a pond. And they're like, that's not much water view. But I told them, hey, I was over at that lot last week looking. The site map doesn't do it justice. Let's get out there. They're going under contract today for that lot. They absolutely loved it. So you kind of can't push things away or think you love something till you get the boots on the ground and then start having those conversations about where the home site's laid out, what the water elevation looks like, and then the hundred other questions that we go through. But one of our clients that got in this community found that where they're building is a great section because it's away from the beach where all the chairs are. So on
Yes.
the other side of the lagoon is where all of the kids are playing, the slides are, the
Dude, you have
kayaks,
to be treading water to be in front of his home, right? Like you're in the
oh
deeper
yeah,
section where nobody's playing
yeah.
around.
Exactly. So there's not much traffic right outside of where these lagoon front properties are, which is a huge bonus. And our client got the same thing in Epperson, but it's half the size. So
Yeah.
you got to think the noise difference between doubling your space in between you and those neighbors, but just another thing to think of. But I think most people buying in this community they're gonna want to be meeting people at the
Yeah, you
lagoon. They're
want to be
gonna
a part of
frequent
it.
there, hang out. Yeah, you could have some drinks and then just walk home if you feel like it. Like you're close enough to live that lifestyle. But what is really drawing people to this builder is an end unit like this Bimini floor plan, just wrapped in windows. You get the standard front door is going to be that frosted glass front door that's letting in a ton of light too.
Hmm.
Quartz countertops, 36-inch cabinets, crown molding. You get a backsplash, and like we said, you can fully design one of these too, just like you were doing a single family home as a townhome. So this could be a potential, like you said, second home, forever home, investment property for a lot of people that are bringing, we're talking about hospitals, nurses, doctors all coming to the area. Tons of different potential for someone to buy a home like this, but also having a view, like we said, that's a one of a kind view that is going to be very hard to find in the future anywhere you're looking.
So I guess a question that I have for you would be, okay, so townhomes typically you get the exterior maintenance taken care of. That's really one of the
Yeah.
big benefits to it, right? When it goes to the exterior paint, your lawn, your roof,
Hmm.
is all of that taken care of here? And if so, what are the fees or the difference between the fees in the single family homes in this?
Perfect. I was just gonna say, you want to talk about some fees and just rip the band-aid
Sure. Let's
off and
talk
we'll
about
get right
money.
into that. We'll talk about some money, okay? So in this community, you're gonna have an HOA, $82 a month. That's gonna include 175 channels of internet, Wi-Fi, and all of the common grounds. So then within that, you're gonna have a sub HOA. That's $300 a month. Now that's gonna be more of those like townhome fees. So the irrigation outside, all of the landscaping. So trimming the bushes, cutting the grass, all taken care of, and they're paying for the irrigation as well, including the
Hold on. They're
insurance
paying
on
for
the
the
exterior
irrigation?
wall.
That's pretty cool.
Yes,
Cool.
yes, yes. They also do this with another builder inside of Murata because they're taking care of everything on the outside, so they're going to water it as they need to. The exterior walls and the roof is going to be under insurance, and then pressure washing is taken care of as
Oh, that's
well.
cool.
So $300 a month for all those fees. If you break it down already with 382 for the cable, internet, and exterior lawn care, you're getting a good bang for your buck with that.
Brother, you
40 bucks a
are
month.
you mow your own lawn, right?
I do.
I keep telling Corey, I'm like, bro,
It's hot out there.
just get a.
It's hot
He
out
loves it though.
there.
For some reason, you probably put a podcast in and you just mow, which it's very
It's
therapeutic,
nice.
by
It
the way.
is.
But I must say,
Mm-hmm.
I tell Corey, I'm like, dude, get somebody to mow your lawn. But yeah, you get exterior maintenance, you get the internet, the cable, the irrigation paid for. All that is a great bang for the buck, and a
It's
lot
a
of people
ton
don't
of
really know
value.
that. There's so much value. You may look at the fee like, what are you talking? But all of that you get taken care of is huge. It's so low maintenance. I love that.
And that's what we do with our clients. We break down those fees, and we don't want you to run away from HOA and CDD. Sometimes you just got to see what you get. And a
Exactly.
lot of times you're paying for a lot of things that you'd have to pay for anyway if you moved into the home: cable, internet, and lawn care, or buy the equipment yourself, right?
Can I
What's up?
raise my hand? Okay. So
Yes,
another
sir.
question that I have, another question that I have for you. Um, oh, okay. So the internet within the community,
hmm
can you go anywhere in the community and use the internet? Can you be
I don't
like,
believe so. I
okay,
think you can at the lagoon, but I don't think you can in between. Let's say if you're on a golf
gotcha.
cart or something. The lagoon has internet, not just like a park or a dog park or something like that.
Cool. I'm glad I got that
But good
clarified.
question. Good question, sir. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let me get back
Proceed.
to the fees. So $40 a month for your lagoon pass. That's for your entire household. So everyone in your home to be able to enjoy the lagoon 365 days a year. You get 25 guest passes. In addition to that, you're gonna get discounts on food, drinks, and all of your rentals inside the lagoon. So there's a ton of value in that as well. And then the CDD fee is $1,700 a year,
Not bad.
which is kind of broken down into 830 bucks for maintenance and 900 bucks for the debt portion of that, which is important to note also because people think the CDD bond can fall off, but there will always be some kind of operation and maintenance portion of it, which in this case it is about half, so it can reduce someday, but it's never going to go anywhere, permanently. But overall, you're going to say around 560 bucks a month for all of those fees, which I do think you get a lot in those fees. But if you even compare it to some of the other communities that we sell highly in, let's say River Landing, 550 bucks a month for those fees. Resort style,
I love
no
that community,
internet, no
by the way.
cable. Great community, beautiful
Yeah.
community. Two Rivers, if you're looking at the landing and
The
over on the
landing.
west section, 550 bucks a month for the club fee, HOA, CDD, but you only get internet, you don't get cable, and we're talking no exterior maintenance or anything else, right?
How can
So these
Corey
are
always
pretty
find the
common
good in every community though? Like, how can he do this? Like now he has me like, because
because
I
there
don't
is
live in
always
West Chapel. I
good.
live in Central Florida, right? But he starts talking about these communities. I'm
Right.
like, all right, bro, like find us a good lot so we could just buy something here.
That's what it's about, man. Finding our people good lots, getting them a good deal, and then assuring that they're going to be able to enjoy this home. But then, we're always looking out for that future resale of the home down the line. No matter when that time comes, we want to make sure that we're securing you an investment that's going to bring you a return, and people are going to put eyes on your property like when they see this one, down the road. So, yeah, I would say the fees are pretty comparable to a lot of the communities that we're already selling in. And I think in this one with the townhome, you're getting even more than you're getting in some of those other
Oh, I
communities we
agree,
spoke
dude. It's
about.
a no-brainer to me. So if I were to choose, and listen, if the size of the home made sense for my situation, but if I were to choose what you get for the fees, this is a free. I would
hmm
get the town. I can go on vacation for 3 months and just forget about my home and be okay and be totally fine.
Absolutely.
I love that.
And that's what a lot of people that are snowbirds do. They won't be here all year round. But when they get down here, look at the view that you can get
Yes.
from your bedroom. Like, this is why someone would want to buy a town like this. Very few options that are going to be on the lagoon front. You might only have 20 or so units that are going to be available with this view. So very unique. And the builder is motivated since they just opened to start selling some of these homes. I know this floor plan was going for just under 500,000. They sold a couple over the weekend. They have two main floor plans. The Bimini is going to be around 2,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. And then the Aruba is going to be 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Both units are two-car garage, which is throughout the entire community. A nice feature that you don't often see. But I think with the elevation of the home, the two-car garage, views like this, and having a corner unit that's wrapped in windows, it really lives
Look,
like a
look, look at the
single family
ceiling
home.
height, dude. Look at the ceiling height, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's such a small little wrinkle, but you just feel like you're in quality. Like it hard for me to explain, especially if you're a first time buyer. But I can take you through some
hmm
homes. I can take you through some single family homes where the ceiling height is not this high, and it just doesn't feel quality. I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
Absolutely. So once you step into this home, you can get that feeling right away with high ceilings, bright lights, and even the interior units are surprisingly very bright with big sliders, bunch of windows on the back, windows on the front door. So it doesn't even, with all the natural lighting in there, it does not feel like an interior unit at all. So a ton of great options in here.
Okay, so at one, I mean, we've had a really good deal. We've helped one of our clients with DRB when I think right when the
Yes,
transition happened. Maybe it was because of the
correct.
acquisition, but like,
Hmm.
what are they offering base right now? That like, are they doing flex cash? And then obviously we can do more than that. But what are we seeing?
Yeah, so they're giving that flex cash, which you're going to be using to buy down your interest rate and pay your closing costs. I think they do have a promotional special that they're running right now that they can offer to you if you're closing on a home within 60 days. And then the rest of the money would be used for the closing costs, which would cover most of it, not all of it. But that's exactly what we're here for, Christian. We know that we take our clients into here. We're making sure that they have a little bit of leverage from looking at other builders, looking at other communities, and then we're getting good deals out of the builders because they know that they have other options. Some of the builders are giving better deals or lower rates, and they know that as well, right? It's advertised on their website. So to really keep these clients in the door, sometimes I got to move the needle a little bit. Or if our client just needs it, and you tell us what your situation is, where you want to be in a monthly payment, what you have to put down, and we let the builders know this is what we can do to make this work. And if they want your business, they will keep you right there. Sometimes you have premium lots like this, premium home sites that they know they'll wait to get top dollar for, or
Sure.
they'll just know they'll sell quickly. But that's why in this situation, hey, if you're here and you want one of these beautiful townhomes, there's one on the back side of the screen right now that's on a beautiful water view as well. And it's probably about $40,000 less than the unit that we were just looking at for the same exact floor plan, right? The same upgrades,
I'm
everything.
not gonna lie,
So
that's
yes,
more
this is
my
a
style
luxury.
because you want to know
Yeah.
why. And I'm just weird like that, and people that are probably not from Florida think I'm crazy. But I like to fish, right? I like wildlife. I'm not gonna say there's wildlife here. I wouldn't mind seeing a little, snake in my backyard and dropping a fish. I'm a little crazy like that. But
That's
hey, look,
right.
to save 40 grand, hey, I'm all for it. Love it.
That's it. And like I said, it's a preference. Some people might not want to live on Lagoon, but they love this floor plan or they love the townhome option.
Wait,
You
is
don't
this a
have to be
gated
around Lagoon.
section?
We can find you a nice lot. It is going to be a gated section, yes.
I like that. That's really
Yeah, so
cool.
there's a ton of potential in this new DRB community. I know we're going to get someone in here quick. We've already have one of our past clients looking at a second home purchase with us now, and he's been through the community already, checking out some of the townhomes, and he already lives in the Mirada Lagoon. So he's just moving from one section over to the other and buying another home. But this is going to be very, very popular coming forward. I think they're probably going to sell pretty quickly with the demand, especially for the Lagoon front. But like you said, you can reach out to us and we know what the options are. We have good relationships with the builders, so they're telling us where the inventory is, sometimes things that are coming back to market that nobody really knows about yet. A lot of good options for us to dig into and find something special for you.
I don't know if this is your first time watching us or not, but if it's not, if then you know how we operate, right? Like this is so
Yeah.
surface level when it comes to us introducing you to areas and floor plans and stuff like that, where we really dig down deep. And trust me, Corey does a great job of breaking these areas down. Is getting the deal, going under contract, and getting you to closing. You hear the stories all the time. It happens. It's real. So I'm telling you right now, if you're going to do this, I would recommend having some representation. Would love for it to be us. It could be your Aunt Susan. Make sure you reach out to us, team at morefla.com. But you never know what the heck can happen. This is not towards this builder. This is not towards this community. It's just the nature of it, right? Have somebody on your side is looking out for your best interest. That's the best way to go about it.
We've had great experiences with every builder, and we've had, some rough times with every builder as
Mm-hmm.
well. So it's like you said, it's the nature of the business, and you just want to make sure you have some systems in place and some plans in place. So when we run into these hurdles, we know exactly how to maneuver to make sure we're getting you to the finish line.
Anything else before we hop off, bro? I feel like you just go ahead and take your crown off, sit it down, blow it off for
No,
next
I'm
week.
gonna wear. I'm gonna wear it for a little bit, but I don't sleep on these townhomes, man. I
Yeah.
think you got to like really walk through them, put boots on the ground to see how beautiful these townhomes are, how spacious they feel, and what a great option it is for now and for your future equity.
Totally agree. If you made it this far, do this for real. I say this every episode, but like I'm looking at you like, can you hit the freaking like button for us? If you're not subscribed, what the heck are you doing? Catch you guys on the next one.